So there is a increase in usage of cloud services in every sector, every vertical. Most of the companies are migrating their workloads in the cloud in rapid pace. So understanding the security standard for keeping our data safe has become essential part of our job. So, and apart from that, there is also increase in data breaches and cloud-based attack and exposure. So, without knowledge of security, cloud security in specific, there will be issues like shadow IT, lack of visibility, compliance governance issues. So, from my point of view, and even from the point of view of hires and recruiters, multi-vendor cloud security knowledge expertise is very important in the current age. That, like the tagline states, it is vendors neutral and vendor specific. The course is curated in a way that it assists us who are architect consultant, even for associate from L1 to architect level. It assists us in uh, architecting the cloud security models in real time, and we are able to provide our inputs. We are able to configure services in a secure way, and most of us working in an enterprise are having exposure towards or having environment in multi-cloud environment. So CCSE is curated in a way which assists us in uh, putting justice to what we are doing. We do not need a security expert for individual public cloud security environments. Most of the organization are going cloud native mindset, and there's still a shortage of cloud security skills in the market currently. There are people who are just aware about cloud, they are not expert in cloud, or they don't know how those services can be configured, and also how they can be configured securely. So the skills gap is huge. I'm also from hiring panel, so I know that it's very hard to get a candidate who really understand how this services works, even in a one specific cloud environment. So there are many modules actually here in this course, which assisted me also in my current job or current role. There are like incident response, how we spot and can configure a program of incident response in cloud. Penetration testing is one of the module which assisted me a lot. Scoping of penetration testing was a huge task, and after this cloud CCSA certification, I got a lot of clarity how to scope a pen test in cloud and how to go for it in different environment. We are primarily working on AWS and Azure, so that was one another part. And last is government risk and compliance. So we are faced with a lot of regulatory and compliance questionnaires and issues day in and day out, and it give me clarity how to proceed to understand those compliance requirement and configure services around that, and how to go for audits. First of all, I have to say that labs were right on money. I have actually spent loads and loads hours doing those labs again and again, because there are many services that we consume in current world or current enterprise environment, but was not aware how to be specific in configuring them securely. It gives us a lot of hands-on scenarios which assist in actually architecting, even auditing those already configured cloud services. So the hands-on labs are very crucial. So it's not only theoretical aspect that CCSE talks about. Those hands-on labs is what gives us the edge over all the other certification that we have, because the contents are curated in a way which assist us in uh, giving our real inputs and real contribution in the enterprise that we work in currently. Yes, definitely. The normal pathway is, suppose a person wants to excel a specific cloud vendor platform. What he starts with an associate level, then he goes in architect level, and then he achieve or attain a security certification. That is a long run. It takes around a year to achieve that, and then he goes for another public cloud vendor and gains same skills, and the time that he spends is a lot. And if he looked back in the previous vendor that he has conquered or learned, he'll remember very less of it. So what is this vendor neutral and vendor specific CCSE certification helps us achieve is, we can gain the same amount of knowledge, not less, in a very less time. That is the main ISP of this course, and that actually assists us in getting the holistic perspective of the hybrid cloud environment that we are working on. Yes, they are readily applicable in the workplace, and I have seen it in my personal journey or personal run as well. So there are times when I was silent in a lot of calls, a lot of discussion, because I'm only aware about few services in specific cloud environment, and that was my limitation. I was hoping that I acquire additional skills in a lesser time frame, but I was not able to. After this certification, I was able to pitch in a lot of my inputs, which were readily accepted by people around, and actually, that gives me a lot of visibility. The inputs were around government risk compliance, like how to implement ISO 27000 PCI DSS in cloud environment, and how we can actually securely configure a lot of public facing services, how to protect the data are in the cloud environment. So these are uh, the knowledge and the points that we get, which are readily applicable if we are actually working. Even in a nutshell, we are working in a very small cloud project. These are readily applicable, and you can actually assist the current ongoing projects in lot ways, in case you have learned and actually conquered what have been taught in CCSE. Yes, definitely. There are a lot of ROI which we get after attaining this. It's a gradual curve. It is not a instantaneous ROI that we get. You actually start delivering your contribution in different projects, or you actively get involved in different project, your visibility increased. That happened to me. I was just part of a very segregated project which has very small element in cloud. I started asking questions, and I started demonstrating my skills, and I was involved in more projects, and that increased my visibility. Later down the line, when appraisal cycle came, I was rated exceptional performer, and I got good appraisal or bonus. But that was not a takeaway that I wanted. The satisfaction of learning multi-cloud environment in very less time frame. That is what is real ROI for me, because I'm really inclined to learn this technological stuff in a way. I'm really inclined and hope that this technology helps me, and that is what pushing me to learn this, and that is real ROI for me, the satisfaction that I draw from beneath after learning this. Recognition does not come straight away. It takes time, but sooner or later, the knowledge which is gained start showing the results. So I actually posted my CCSE certification in LinkedIn. People started asking me what this certification is all about. Sooner or later, I started guiding them what this certification is all about. They, few of them actually gone for this, and they have the result in a sooner succession than me. But my manager also noticed that I have this certification, and he also, in one of in one-on-one discussion, he has mentioned that I'll include you or involve you in more cloud projects. So that happened. My exposure towards cloud have increased multifolds after achieving this certification, and that is what I wanted, because these are the cutting edge skill that you want to part of, and that gives the job satisfaction because you're learning and you're contributing in this on demand skill, and you're not being part of a skill which is becoming obsolete day by day. So I have now very good exposure to multi cloud environment.